And off we go. Good morning. Let's do that once more. Good morning. Good morning. Better. And good morning to everyone that's on Zoom as well. And you are so also welcome here and online, and anyone that watches on YouTube later on next week or the week after or next year. I'm sure it will still be good then. My name is Reverend Rosemary Morrison, and I am the minister here at the Unitarian Church of Edmonton, and my pronouns are she and her. We gather this morning to celebrate the beauty that is spring, the richness coming alive, the anticipation of flowering shrubs and bulbs. We gather to be together in community, to share of ourselves and with one another. Living out our covenants. We have Westwood Covenant and UCE Covenant in action here this morning. We are also here to celebrate the gift that is music. I am joined this morning by Tony Turner. He lives in Nanaimo, and he is a UU musician extraordinaire. And he'll be leading the music and the singing this morning. I think I lost my mic. I'm not sure. So last night, who all was at the concert last night? Right. Yeah, Tony was, because he was the artist. Tony and Maria Dunn put on a great performance last night over at Westwood. And we listened, we sang, we drank tea, we ate cookies. We ate a lot of cookies. I was surprised how many cookies disappeared. It was a wonderful evening. And so Tony is here this morning to share his music with us, and he is going to be leading the singing as well. Before we get started, there's a few announcements. I haven't heard from anyone that there's any others than mine. Next week, Reverend Brian Kiley, our Minister Emeritus, will be doing what we're calling a deep dive into our principles, and that's after church next Sunday, and they'll be meeting in the big classroom. And he's talking about our principles and how they relate to us and our lives. So stay tuned for that for next week. And if you're coming, it's not a potluck Sunday. So if you're coming and staying for that, bring a bag lunch so that you're not hungry or hangry. Today is a finger food potluck. And basically what that means is there's a few extra snacks after church. So, yeah, it's okay, Maria. So if you brought snacks, make sure whatever you brought, that your dishes, whatever containers it came in, your leftovers, that you take them home with you. We're doing a super easy potluck this Sunday. No cleanup hardly, but we are going to need a few people to stay afterwards. Anything else? I don't usually call for announcements from the floor, but it seems very bereft. Because it usually takes 15 minutes to get through the announcements around here. So, okay. So we begin. Sure, David. Introduce yourself.
Okay. So, a couple of years ago, I was in Windsor, Ontario, and I was organizing. I was trying to employ underemployed people, and I invited some underemployed people to come pick up litter with me because there was lots of litter in Windsor. Okay? And I was seeing a bunch of litter in Edmonton yesterday, and I happened to run into an underemployed person, and I invited him to come pick up litter with me on Wednesday morning. We're going to pick up litter for a few hours. I'm going to buy him lunch, and I'd like to invite anybody who's interested to come along with us and see if we can make a little difference.
Where are they going to find you?
They're going to find me by my telephone. I'll hand out this. I'll leave this handout here. My phone number is 780-904-0363.
And they're on the sheet. Okay.
And they're on the sheet.
Oh, this is David You better David Yaki.
So my name is David Yaki, and my pronouns are he, him.
There you go.
What else am I missing? I'm her husband.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
He's going to pass these around. They're
Yeah,
beyond
well,
that. I'll put them on the back table there.
I'll put them on the back table, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. So let's take a breath. So as we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 land, and we are privileged to call this place home. The river valley of this mighty river has been a highway that has brought many nations together for thousands of years, and they have met to celebrate, to share, to hunt, to fish, and to be in community. And so we are in community as well. May we be good stewards of the land and the river, and good to all who live here. So now we begin with turning our devices off, anything that's going to go beep in the night or during the service. Settle in and let this short time we have together nurture your heart and your soul. And I invite Tony to start us off with the Prelude. He will introduce his song.
Thank you, Rosemary. Morning, everyone. I'm gonna sing a song that may not sound like it's uplifting at first, but it is. You wrote it down, all that worry in your mind. You wondered how we would get through those hard times. Did I really hear when you spoke your truth as your one true love? Did I do all I could do when you were sad? Did I dry your tears when you were scared? Did I calm your fears when you asked for help? Did I do enough when you were down? Did I lift you up? I'm on the phone with a daughter we both raised. She's searching hard to find her rightful place. I ask myself, what would her mama say to lighten her load and help her on her way? When you are sad, I will dry your tears. When you are scared, I will calm your fears. When you feel weak, I will say you are tough. When you are down, I will lift you up. Brothers and sisters, hear my plea. Help the ones you love be the best that they can be. Love is all we are called to do. You carry me, and I will carry you. When you are sad, I will dry your tears. When you are scared, I will calm your fears. When you can't go on, I won't say you must. When you were down, I will lift you up. When you were down, I will lift you up.
Invite Kathy Loisel up to light our chalice. Thank you, Kathy. Andrew Pakula writes these words: come into this circle of community. Come into this sacred space. Do not be tentative. Bring your whole self. Bring the joy that makes your heart sing. Bring your kindness and your compassion. Also, bring your sorrow and your pain. Bring your brokenness and your disappointments. Spirit of love and mystery, help us to recognize the spark of the divine that rests and resides within each of us. May we know the joy of wholeness. May we know the joy of being together. Thank you. Our first hymn this morning is hymn number 188, Come, Come, Whoever You Are. Tony is going to lead, and of course we're going to sing it in a round.
Yeah, we'll do a kind of a half round. It could be done in 4 parts, but I think we'll do 2 today. And there's the words right on the screen. And do people sit or do we stand? Or stand as you're willing and able.
Arise as you're willing and able.
Arise as you're willing and able. And we'll get this going. So we'll sing it twice through, and then this side we'll continue singing, and this side we'll sing as I lead in round. Okay, so let's try this. 2, 3, 4. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. This side. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, ours is no caravan, ours is no caravan of despair. Again, come, yet again, come, come, whoever you are, whoever you are, wanderer of leaving, ours is no caravan, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come. We did it.
Our community is entirely self-governing and self-supporting. I'm going to ask the ushers to take up the offering, please. One of the privileges of our Free Church tradition is to provide all the financial support that supports all of our many ministries and ourselves. Generosity, therefore, is one of the spiritual values that we recognize as central to our well-being. And in addition to supporting this church community, we also make a monthly contribution beyond our walls. 1/2 of the unidentified cash that is received is given away. We call that sharing the plate, sharing our abundance. And those organizations are incredibly grateful for our support. And for the month of May, we are supporting YESS, Y-E-S-S, Youth Empowerment and Support Services. And so I'd like to tell you a little bit about them. Youth Empowerment and Support Services Center is a 24/7 single point of access. This is right off their website, so you can read it too. Access to immediate and low barrier physical, mental, cultural, and emotional health supports, and a safe place to stay for youth aged 15 to 21 who are experiencing crisis in the Edmonton metro area. And I don't know about you, but I hate to see all the unhoused folk on the street, but I especially find it difficult seeing young folk, teenagers and young adults. So the Youth Support Center also hosts a weekly resource, and they have health hubs with physical and mental health clinics. So if you are online, you can go to their website and donate directly to them. And if you wish to have a tax receipt, you can use our envelopes on the back wall there. So it looks like we're ready to sing from You I Receive as the offering is brought up. Thank you, Harold.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
So as Tony and I were working on this service together, one of his suggestions was the Carpenter's song, Sing. Remember that song, Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out clear. It's up here. It's going to show up here right away, and it's also on the back of the order of service if you'd prefer to have it in your hands.
One, I think, oh, there we go. There it is. So, thank you. Sing, sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing not have things not bad, sing of happy not sad, sing a song, make it simple, last your whole life long. Don't worry, that's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song, sing a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of loving, not me. Yes. Sing for you and for me. Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. sing a song. Just sing a song.
I'm going to invite you to place your feet on the floor if you like. Always by invitation, of course, as you wish to participate. I'll ask the lights to come down. Take another couple deep breaths with me. Soften your gaze or close your eyes, whichever you prefer, whatever is comfortable for you. Notice that breath coming in and out of your body, bringing life-giving oxygen. Your body absorbs it and then lets go of everything you no longer need. See if you can trace that air coming through your nostrils and then going all the way into your lungs. And as you do that, maybe give your body a little wiggle and settle right into your chair. Are there some tense, stressful spots in your body? Maybe you need to wiggle those out or breathe into them. Notice how gravity and the chair is holding you. You are being held by the earth, by this building, by the chair, and by these people, and in abundant love. I invite you to feel that gravity around you or pulling you, and the spirit of love within this building, inside this room. I invite you into a moment of silence, after which I will read a poem by Rosemary Trummer, my new favorite poet, and her nod to Mother's Day. Things I learned from my mother. That women can run for office and win. That a song is a great way to wake a child. That, in fact, there is a song for every moment of the day, from packing a picnic, to washing your hair, to saying yes when you ought to say no. That scrambled egg sandwiches are a fast and easy meal. And fresh herbs make everything taste better. That it's worth staying up way too late if it means you get to the last page of your book. To write handwritten thank you letters for just about everything. To make your bed every morning. That my body is not a machine, and it matters that I care for it. That it's nice to have just the right glass for drinking water, or wine, or tea. She taught me to learn new games, to make new friends, to try new foods, to enjoy growing old. That it matters to say grace every time you sit to eat. That no matter how different our values, our votes, there is always a foundation for love. That if I lived 1,000 lifetimes in every one, I would choose her as a mom. I invite you into some silence, after which I will read that again. things I learned from my mother. That women can run for office and win. That a song is a great way to wake a child. That in fact there is a song for every moment of the day, from packing a picnic to washing your hair, to saying yes when you ought to say no. That scrambled eggs are a fast and easy meal. And fresh herbs make everything taste better. That it's worth staying up way too late if it means you can get to the last page of your good book. To write handwritten thank you letters for just about everything. To make your bed every morning. That my body is not a machine and it matters that I care for it. That it's nice to have just the right glass for drinking water or wine or tea. She taught me to learn new games, to make new friends, to try new foods, to enjoy growing old. That it matters to say grace every time you sit to eat. That no matter how different our values, our votes, there is always a foundation for love. That I lived 1,000 lifetimes. In every one, I would choose her as a mom. Happy Mother's Day to all those who are mothers, who have a mother, and would have liked to have been a mother. Never an easy time. We'll take another moment of silence, after which Tony will bring us into Spirit of Life. Please remain seated. He'll introduce the song with chords, and then we'll sing it through a few times.
Spirit of life, come unto me, sing in our hearts all the stirrings of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea. life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in our hearts all the stirring of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in our hearts all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Let's just hold that for a moment. In the world of preaching, there's kind of, yeah, that's bright, isn't it? It just feels so bright after they come on. It's like, oh, I was having a nice time. What happened? In the world of preaching, there's the categories of the gravity and the length and the importance of a sermon, right? And the most important one is a sermon. It's long, it's researched, it's heavy, and you best listen because there's some real treasures in there. And then there's a message, and that's what I usually do, is a message. I call it a message. And then there's a homilini, and that's a little bit further down, or a homily, and then a homilini. Yeah, I like doing homilinis. They're really fast put together. And then there's a reflection. Now, that's what I'm doing today. It's below a homilini. So don't get your hopes up. I begin with a reading, or I guess it's more like a poem by Robert Weston called "I Will Lift Up My Voice." It's kind of where I got the title for this. I will lift up my voice and sing, whatever may befall me. I will still follow the light which kindles song. I will listen to the music arising out of grief and joy alike. I will not deny my voice to the song, for in the depth of winter, song, like a bud peeping through the dry crust of earth, brings back memory and creates anew the hope and anticipation of spring. It's kind of where we are right now. And anybody notice there's green on the trees? Yay! Out of a world that seems barren of hope, sing decries beauty in the shape of leafless trees. Lift our eyes to distant mountain peaks which, even if we cannot see them, remind us they are there waiting and still calling to us to come up higher out of the destruction of dear hopes, out of the agony of heartbreak. Song rises once more to whisper to us that even this is but the stage setting for a new beginning, and that if we shall take yet the pieces of our hearts and put them together in a pattern of deeper, truer lights and shades, I will lift up my voice in song. For in singing I myself am renewed, and the darkness of night is touched by the promise of a new dawn, for light shall come again. For light shall come again. So when I was in high school, one assignment we had to do in English class was to write a 2-minute speech. It terrified me because I thought I hated public speaking. I was wrong. I love it. But I did mine on music, for it was music got me through most of the hard times in my life. I was a band geek. I played the Barry sax. I was in the jazz band and the Dixieland band and the band that went out there when the football team was playing, and I was in the pit band and the marching band and the concert band and the band that accompanied the choir. I played that Barry sax a lot. So I did my little speech on music. One of the things I said in that speech, and I can't believe that I can still remember it, was that I thought that most people often had music running through their heads at all times. And sometimes, even if the conditions were just right, that music would escape your body and you would sing out loud. And you'd put it into the world. Music underscores our lives. Have you ever had the experience of all of a sudden hearing a song and it just puts you right back there? Right? You just you can feel it, you can see it, you know where you were sitting in that room, you know what the light was like. For me, it was Nielsen Schmielson's song, Can't Live. Like, soon as that plays, there's lots, but that one in particular, as soon as that song plays, I can see where I was sitting in that living room, and I was listening to that song, and I remember even how I felt. Music, as we've said in our household, music animates our lives. So when did it begin? Some of the earliest musical instruments found are from around 40,000 years ago. And these were mostly bone flutes or pipes. Something interesting I learned was that people learned about resonance and amplification early. Evidence has been found that stones were stacked in caves to act as resonators, to make the sound bounce around a little more so people could hear them, maybe the ones in the back of the cave. Once more for the people in the back. They are called rock gongs. Of course, we don't know this for sure. It's conjecture. But we do know that music has evolved with us, that people from every era and age, culture, and community enjoy music of one kind or another. From frontiers, the story of music is the story of humans. So what is music? This is difficult to answer, as everyone has their own idea. Sound conveys, it's a sound that conveys emotion. Jeremy Montague says, a mother humming or crooning to calm her baby would probably count as music. Using this definition and this simple music probably predated speech. Have you heard that line, babies learn to sing before they talk, they dance before they walk? I love that. Sometimes I think we need to get back to that. Sound that conveys emotion. That's what music is. And because we are emotional beings, and because we oftentimes don't know what to do with that flood of chemicals that cause the emotions, does it then stand to reason that music is there for us to help deal with our emotions? I don't know. It's just a thought. I know that when I started listening to a lot of, when I do start listening to a lot of Eva Cassidy. Does anybody know who Eva Cassidy is? Amazing singer, look her up. She died very young of melanoma, I believe it was, skin cancer, and her music gets me. So if I'm listening to a lot of Eva Cassidy, I know that I'm in kind of a downward slope of my mood, and I go, oh, I'm listening to Eva Cassidy. I'm getting depressed. I need to do something about that. So do you have any music genres or artists that you listen to when you are feeling in a particular mood? Maybe it's opera when you want to get the house cleaned, or I don't know, because I'd want to turn that off really fast, get it done. But that's just me. There are some arias that I do like. I heard or read somewhere, and I couldn't find it to fact check myself, that Homo sapiens survived and Neanderthals didn't, was because Homo sapiens had the ability to make music, to determine pitch, in other words, and to figure out rhythm and that kind of thing. And they probably had the vocal cords, the anatomy that allowed them to make resonance and pitch in their voice. So, my question to you, is it us that developed music, or is it music that developed us? Who knows, but it's kind of fun to think about, isn't it? Also fun to think about is our own personal relationship to music. Are you a professional musician? Do you perform? Are you able to write music like Tony, or do you have a hard time staying in tune? I heard somebody say something about that this morning already. I'll sing, but it won't be in tune. Can you take it or leave it? Or are you at every concert and festival that comes your way? How has music shaped your life? Do you have your own theme song? Or maybe you and your partner have a song that is your song. My question to you is this, in a nutshell: how does or has music animated your life? So we're going to talk about that to each other. So in a moment, I'd like you to turn to your neighbor and talk, and if you can, turn to a neighbor or a person near you that you actually don't know. Maybe they're from Westwood or a guest. And I'd like you to talk for a few moments about what role music has played in your life. And I can see you're already raring to go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Very brief and profound that came up in your group, like Susan. Right. So Susan was saying that Susan was saying that her and Kathy had mums that played the piano, and I know there's others here that had mums that played the piano, and I play the piano, and so it's true of my kids as well. You know, they heard me play every Sunday morning for years, as I was the music director at a small congregation in Kamloops. And so those songs that they heard their moms play over and over again, they stick, right? They've stuck. And my song is "Morning Is Broken" by the rendition by Cat Stevens. So yeah, that's my song that my kids know me as, and they'll probably play it at my funeral. Or have somebody play it. Yeah, long ways away. 50, 60 years from now. Yeah. One other comment. Is that we have time for one other comment? Yeah, Tony?
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
I was telling Ruth, back here, and I've told this story a few times. And it's only dawned on me recently how important this is. But when my mother played piano as well, but she was raised 6 kids, and my father died when I was 12. So she was raising 6 kids as a young mother, and so which is amazing in itself. But she saw, and my marks started to tank in grade 7 and 8, and when I almost failed first year of high school. She saw I needed something. She saw I was hanging around with guys that were playing guitar and stuff. So she paid for guitar lessons for me. Oh. Just one set of guitar lessons, and she bought me my first guitar. And here I am, all these years later, and it's the focus of my life. So being Mother's Day and everything, I'm so thankful that she did that. And yeah,
it's such a lovely story. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. So thank you all for sharing, and again online, I hope you were able to share with one another as well. I know there's lots and lots of stories out there about how music has animated your life and how important music is to you. Every Sunday in most Unitarian Universalist or Unitarian churches, we offer candles of joy or concern. And these are the things that are in our lives that mark our time, that are important to us. So it could be something that you're celebrating. It could be something that you're sorrowful about, that you wish was different. And so I invite you to light candles of joy or concern. There's 2 candle stations, and I'm going to have to ask the folks sitting there to just shuffle or something. Somebody said shuffle, so I couldn't find the right word. But maybe Lauren or John, if you could help them relocate, because we get a line up there for people to light candles, kind of right where you're sitting. To be perfectly honest, I had not expected this many people here this morning. So, yeah, maybe relocate the candles. That's an even better idea, Lauren. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Thank you. So the tables are open. I invite you to light candles of joy or concern if you so wish.
if living is without you. I can't live. I can't live anymore. I can't Then I can. Were you last one for everyone?
Candle for all those joys and concerns we hold in our hearts. Sometimes we don't even know, do we, what it is we're feeling. Sometimes we have to sit and think and be with ourselves to know what it is that is actually coming up for us. And then we can light a candle, and then we can work on it and get through it. Tony has a wonderful way in the Nanaimo congregation of finishing off the joys and concerns, and I invite you to do that now.
This is a little piece that's written by our music director, Leah Holkinson, and we will sing this together. In the spirit of intercongregational sharing, I'll sing this for you. We share in love, we listen in love, we hold one another in love. Each joy and concern we witness and learn and grow together in love. And grow together in love again. We share in love, we listen in love, we hold one another in love. Each joy and concern we witness and learn and grow together in love. And grow together in love.
That brings us to the end of our service, and now we will sing our last song. One of my favorite Tony Turner songs, Circle of Song. And then, we'll sing that together. The words will, it's just like magic, isn't it? So, yes. So let's all, I think we should rise in body or in spirit and sing this lovely song together.
Sure, and I better check to see if, are we singing the French chorus? I'm not quite sure. I didn't review the lyrics on the screen. We'll see if it's there. You tell me, because I don't have eyes in the back of my head, so you'll have to tell me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm so thankful that this service is about singing and the power of music and how it all brings us together. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues. In the circle of song we are one. Some sing of the past, of battles lost and won. Some sing of their dreams and a new day in the sun. Some sing out for love, and some sing just for fun. In the circle of song we are one. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues. In the circle of song we are one. Some sing of this land or the country of their birth. Some sing of this land and the beauty of the earth. Some sing of this land for all that it is worth. In the circle of song we are one. English, okay. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues. In the circle of song we are one. Each of us must leave this place and go back to our home. Each of us must walk a path that must be walked alone. And each of us will bear the fruit of the seeds that we have sown. In the circle of song we are one. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues. In the circle of song we are one. Let's sing it with no guitar. Come join with me in the circle of song, the young and the old, the weak and the strong, singing with one voice, though we may speak different tongues. In the circle of song we are one. In the circle of song we are one. We are one. In the circle of song we are one.
I'd like to invite Kathy up to extinguish our chalice. Thank you, Kathy. Susan L. Van Dresser says, "Let us sing in the magic of imagination by which we know one another and learn the lives of eras gone by. Let us sing the magic of creation by which we build the world of our soul and teach its wisdom to others, young and old. Let us sing the magic of our lives together, holding and shaping by the movement of breath from heart to lung to all new life that is to come. Go now with singing. Go now with magic in your fingertips. Touch the world with life." Thank you. And before we hear our prelude, I would really like to thank all of you for coming here this morning and joining in on this musical service. Thank you to those online and to those that made it possible for us to be online. And I would especially like to thank Tony Turner for being with us this morning and sharing his music. It has been a delight. So take it away for the postlude.
So I'll leave you with this one song. I mentioned earlier about my mother and being Mother's Day, and when my mother when she turned 90, she started to lose her memory a little bit, and I wrote this song for her about just imagining what it would be like to have that happen. Sometimes I feel like it's happening to me lots. It's last month she turned 102, so she's still with us, and yeah, I'm so fortunate. I'm so fortunate. This is for Jean Barton. In my hour of darkness, in my time of need, I hide in the dark shadows where no one can see me. My ship has slipped its anchor, I'm adrift at sea, a captive to the currents wherever they take me. My mind is oh so weary, that comes with getting old. My bones are stiff and aching, my body's always cold. Sometimes I can't think straight, I'm lost and I'm confused. I forget the things you tell me, there's nothing I can do. That's why I need you more than ever. Will you take me by the hand? Can you see those harbor lights and guide me to the land? Stay with me a while. Do you understand? I'm no more the strong one. Will you love me as I am? I have lived a long time, loved a lot along the way, without the expectation that I would be repaid. When we are young and selfish, we can face the world alone. But I am old and helpless and face a great unknown. That's why I need you more than ever. Will you take me by the hand? Can you see those harbor lights and guide me to the land? Stay with me a while. Do you understand? You are now the strong one. Will you love me as I am? Stay with me a while. Do you understand? You are now the strong one. Will you love me as I am? Love you, Mom.
Thank you so much. And now as we, for those that are unfamiliar with our unusual customs here, I invite you all to stand, and we kind of make amorphous or shapeless circle, floppy circle, and you people will try to make you hold their hand, and you don't have to if you don't want to, but you can if you want to. And Tony will lead us in Carry the Flame, which is our linking song.
Okay, are we ready? Let's get Rosemary in the circle. You gonna stretch over this way? We can do this. Yeah, we gotta be connected. Carry the flame of peace and love until we meet again. Carry the flame of peace and love